D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Seth Curry has solidified his place in the league. He says, "I've just embraced my role no matter where I've been." Growing up with a pops who played 16 years in the NBA and who was never a starter, I looked up to him just as much, if not more, than the All-Stars. I wanted to have a long career just like him. Kevin?
On his way, for sure. David, thanks. And Greg, we're still very early in the season. What are these teams right now doing to maintain success through the year?
Well, this is the time for coaches to experiment with lineup combinations. And for the players, it's important they learn each other's tendencies and try and work on building chemistry.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Harris. And it's Claxton in at the center. And for the Wizards, Hachimura. And Porzingis, the post pair for him. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Avdia in at the small forward position. Kuzma. Can't get it to go. In the corner, it's Harris. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Durant. From deep. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Durant's got the first 3 points tonight for Brooklyn. And Beal kicks to Avdia. There's the pass to Hachimura. And stolen by Harris. To the inside, O'Neal. Makes it off the glass.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Here's Beal. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Outside, KD. Shoots over Avdia. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. KD's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, there's incredible concentration required when a defense is giving you that kind of contest. But KD, that man doesn't rattle.
Now here is Hachimura. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Out to Porzingis. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Beal's shot is good.
Well, the defender's all over him, but this guy is able, Bradley Beal, to play through it and get the score.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Durant, no good.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Now, here's Avdia. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Simmons passes to KD. Beal against Simmons. Shot clock at 6. O'Neal misses. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
Now here's Simmons. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game to stop the run. Kuzma pulls it in. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Washington Wizards, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. And today's game demands more movement from big men than ever before.
Claxton. Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
Hachimura the pass to Kuzma, and he drops it in from the low post. Kuzma's got his second bucket tonight.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
On defense, Washington, 6-point lead. Durant the pass to Simmons. Knocked away. Beal with the steal. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Kuzma. Over Claxton. Another miss by Kuzma.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
O'Neal kicks to Durant. Drills the three-pointer. KD's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Nets. Wizards leading by 3. Avdia the pass to Hachimura. Inside. That's good from Beal on the assist by Hachimura. Beal's got 6.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Simmons against Beal. Back to Harris. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Now here's Simmons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Clock at 2.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
Durant against Beal. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Boy, that is just tremendous concentration from Bradley Beal. Defense all over him, no problem.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And Beal kicks to Porzingis. Avdia, the pass to Beal. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Right, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And then for Brooklyn, Sharp's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Watanabe comes in for O'Neal, and it's Seth Curry in for Harris. To the middle, tipped away. Outside Curry. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You can see how hard it is to shake Seth Curry's focus. Body him up all you want. If this guy's locked in, he's going to get a bucket.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Porzingis. And Kispert subbed in for Avdia. Doors when it comes to three-point shooting, Seth Curry has been a model of consistency.
Kevin, that's almost an understatement because he has not shot below 40% from 3 since a 2-game stint in the 2014-15 season. Think about it. This is how good it's been. 40% is actually low for Seth Curry. His career percentage is one of the highest of all time.
Here's Watanabe, following the bucket by the Wizards. Poked away and stolen by Wright. And it's Kispert in the corner. Off target from outside. Nets trailed by 4. Here's Sharp. Banked in off the glass.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Now, here's Gafford. No points in the game yet for him. And here is Kispert. In a wide open look for Hachimura. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Now the feed to Curry. It's deflected. Now here is Hachimura. Right with it. Back to Hachimura. Over Sharp. And it's Durant with the rebound. The Nets have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Lobbed up there for KD. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, KD gets himself right to the rim. Liftoff is complete.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards.
Well, the Washington Wizards trying to get their organization on track. I think bringing in Wes Unseld to lead that coaching staff is critical. Maintaining your tie to Bradley Beal is equally important. But boy, guys, it has been a while since they've had real success. Their last finals trip, 1979.
And Washington making a change here. Barton is checked in. And Doris, what do you think the Wizards need to make a deeper run at the playoffs?
Well, ambition is certainly a good place to start, but you have got to understand this is a process. And I think the change in management, the change in head coaching position, and the acquisition of someone like Kyle Kuzma, who's a multi-positional wing player that's important. Still a lot of questions for this organization.
And he makes the first.
What you appreciate about DeLon Wright is he knows his role, and he's willing to star in his role. And the other part about it is he's been committed to his own development.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
You know, over the last couple seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Right, the pass to Kispert. Intercepted. Passes it to Watanabe. Nets passing it around. Sharp, the pass to Sumner. Over Kispert. Tries again. No good on that one. Now Washington takes it the other way. Rebounded by the Nets. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And they dropped the season series to these guys a year ago. Not their proudest moment.
Now here's Durant. Another key contributor to that nice win against Chicago. Sharp, that's good. For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes, as you were just talking about? It changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. You know, he signs a big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
And that one is good.
Right, if you're DeLon Wright, you've got to be willing to set your teammates up. What a pass, on time, on target.
Pass to Sharp. Here's Sumner. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Thomas checked in for Durant. Now here's Barton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And he gets it to go. Hachimura's got the game tied up here for the Wizards.
Well, the team has preached to Rui Hachimura to be aggressive on the offensive end. That is the decisive decision-making they're looking for.
Here's Thomas. Here's Sharp. And the pass to Sumner. And stolen by Wright. And it's Kispert in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target. And now it's a three-point Washington lead.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
They get the rebound. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Kevin Durant has talked about the Big 15 for the Nets, but Doris, depth has been a concern.
Yes, but Kevin, give Kevin Durant credit because he understands that he cannot win a championship by himself. An organization has got to manage payroll with big contracts and then find bargain role players. It's going to be a key to achieving their goals.
3 on the clock. Here's Hachimura. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Such a very consistent in-between shooter. The defense can't afford to let Hachimura get separation.
Thomas. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for the Washington Wizards. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
And Brooklyn has possession. Avdia in at the small forward with Kuzma at power forward. DeJuan Wright is out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards.
This is what Ben Simmons does, guys. If someone's open, he will find him.
Avdia, the pass to Kuzma. From down in the low post, it goes. Kuzma's got 6. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Thomas. Back to Simmons. Here's Claxton. Just 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. O'Neal misses. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Washington Wizards. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now here is Harris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Simmons. Now O'Neal. The dish to Thomas. And stolen by Kuzma. Oh, Beal in position. And stolen by Thomas. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. First free throw is good. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank, Greg, dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? And they could knock down the triple.
He's off on the second. Of course, last season was a tough one for the Wizards. What was the biggest missing ingredient that you saw?
Well, I think there were so many things going on with the organization, Kevin. First and foremost, you brought in Wes Unseld as your coach. It was a great move, but obviously you have to institute an entirely new system on both ends of the floor. Obviously, they had some key personnel that were hurt during periods of the season. So a lot of new faces across the board for this team. So much went into their struggles.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Kuzma outside. Here's Wright, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
What a high percentage look for DeJuan Wright. What an opportunity, and he finishes.
Passes it to O'Neal. Left side, Harris. Here's Claxton. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Wizards leading by 5. And Wright kicks to Avdia. Nice ball movement by Washington. And there's Beal. That's good on the assist by Kuzma. And that's 13 points for Bradley Beal. That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Here's Claxton. That one, no good. And Washington the other way now. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Kuzma can't get it to go. Nets trailed by 7. Harris, right side. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
KD's checked in for the Nets. Last outing for the Nets, they won that game against the Bulls.
That was a different team in the fourth quarter than what we saw in the first three. Don't you think? I mean, they got their act together just in time to pull it out.
Here's Wright. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Shot from 12. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Outside Thomas. That three off the mark. Washington leading now by 5. Avdia, the pass to Wright. Over Simmons. The Wizards with another miss.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And Beal kicks to Kuzma. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Maybe the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's abilities as a basketball player, the defensive end.
Thomas passes to Durant. Here's Claxton, guarded by Kuzma. And he slams it one-handed.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Beal. 32 points for him last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Simmons against Wright. Outside for Thomas. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Thomas got a pair of triples in the second out for the Nets.
At 6'11", with strong instincts and an excellent handle, sometimes setting your teammates up is easy, Ben Simmons.
Washington calls timeout.
And Simmons is an asset in so many ways, maybe most of all, his defense.
Well, unequivocally, Greg, this guy can guard 1 through 4. And I'm going to say, because of the length and the strength he has, in a pinch, he could also guard most 5s. He's terrific on the defensive glass, and he can put a ton of pressure on you in his transition game. Like, this guy is a special talent.
Will Barton, he's checked in for Washington. Outside Curry. And it's off from three-point range. Washington has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. They could use a bucket, and that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
Oh, off the bounce, Beal breaks down the defense.
Pass to Claxton. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Got a hand on it. Kuzma against KD. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Porzingis. Hachimura comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Kispert subbed in for Avdia. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant still a Brooklyn Net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle. And the decision was made to run it back. One thing's for sure. When you've got KD, you've got a chance.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. 2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
Well, you think about a team that was as heavily laden with talent as the Brooklyn Nets were when they had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. But obviously injuries played a part. The trade, the big trade happens. A lot of bumps in the road for a roster that looked built to contend.
Here's Hachimura. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Kicks to Simmons. Back to KD. And finished off by KD.
It's this kind of consistency, guys, as a scorer that always has Kevin Durant in the MVP conversation.
Despite the Nets shifting lineup stores, they're still fairly dominant.
Well, that's a credit to their organization. You have to be able to push aside the drama, shut out the noise, and when the ball is tipped, just focus on the game right in front of you.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And that one falls for Gafford. He makes one of two that time. Greg Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite level company.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
Here's Beal. He's got 15. There's the triple. Rebound, Brooklyn. Sharp's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Say what you want about Ben Simmons and sometimes the challenges he has on the offensive end. He is a hard-playing defensive force who has windows of opportunity where he contributes offensively.
Now here's Barton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Sumner. The pass to Kerr. Now here's Sharp. Barton defending. Sharp, that's good. Sharp's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Shot to stop the run, and it's Gafford laying it in. Gafford's got 4 points in the quarter. Brooklyn leading by 10. Pulls from the top of the key. Another shot. And it's Sharp missing.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Kispert dishes to Barton. Over Sharp. That one a little long.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
And it's Durant missing.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Hachimura kicks to Beal. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Sumner passes to Curry. And here's Sharp. Shot from 12. And that one's good. Durant. 18 points for KD.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Martin. That's good. And so Beal with the assist.
This is the area of greatest improvement in Mr. Bradley Beal's game. How about the growth in his passing? Wow.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Curry can't get it to go. Wizards trailed by 8. 44 seconds left here in the second. Beal against Simmons. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Back to Durant. And here's Sharp. He has 6. Beal with the steal. To the paint. Hachimura kicks to Beal. Pass to Gafford. Here's Kispert. Again, the Wizards good for 2. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Nets. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter.
50.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 block. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
I like what they've done on the glass. Boxing out, reacting quickly, playing with an aggressive attitude. They set a physical tone, but now everyone gets a chance to recalibrate. We'll see if this rebounding dominance can extend into the second half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
They can't be happy with their defense, allowing over 50% shooting. They need to be a lot more aggressive at that end of the floor. Get those hands up, move your feet. Do the Ernie shuffle. Bop, bop, bop. The Ernie shuffle. Bop, bop, bop.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Second half underway. Here's who Jock Vaughn's got on the floor. Sharp out there with Harris. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Durant. And it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. Harris, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Passes to Claxton. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Porzingis. Hachimura down low. Guarded by O'Neal. Brooklyn leading by 4. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Avdia. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. The rebound by the Nets.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Now, here's Sharp, guarded by Kuzma.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Right side, Porzingis. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost. Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. Katie says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you. Here's KD. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Durant's got 20 points.
It's just such confidence when Kevin Durant gets into that mid-range jumper. Like, forget about it, defense. It's over.
And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
And they continue to control the glass.
Harris's shot is good. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Wizards. Trailing here by 8. Here's Hachimura. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Hachimura's got 8.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
Beal with the steal. And here they come. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. White, he's checked in for Beal. Watanabe's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Sharp. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Kuzma against Harris. Porzingis with the block. Here's Avdia. Right. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now it's just a 4-point Nets lead. Harris outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. O'Neal passes to Watanabe. Here's Claxton, and he banks in the layup. Claxton's got 4 this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Outside, Porzingis fires from deep. Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Kuzma.
Always solid from deep. Kyle Kuzma, you can't leave that guy open beyond the arc.
And Doris, when healthy, do you think Porzingis can still be an all-star caliber player in this league?
Yeah, you know what, Kevin, I absolutely do. Porzingis very capable nightly of giving you 20 and 10. And at 7'3", because he can space up and make jump shots, he is always valuable. The key to me is 2 things. Stay healthy and make sure you're locked in defensively. He can be a great shot blocker. I think he needs to lock in there.
Thomas finds Harris. O'Neal with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. Right, looking around. Pass to Hachimura. Over Harris. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Hachimura.
Well, you see the level of effectiveness Rui Hachimura has on the interior. This guy, even with good defense, can score the basketball.
Here's Claxton. And the Nets miss again.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Kuzma kicks to right. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Boy, Joe Harris refusing to give an inch, and he is rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. Nicely done.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
That's good from Harris.
Now you think about it, over time, Joe Harris has made himself a viable option as an NBA player. He's got such offensive versatility.
And the Nets making a change here. Simmons is checked in. And Harris drops them both. Wizards trail by 3. The pass to Avdia. Hachimura with it. And Kuzma has it in the corner. For the tie, it's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 4 rebounds in this game. Right side, Thomas, 16 feet away. Rebound by the Wizards. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Wright. Softly drops in the floater. Wright's got 4 points this quarter.
Just a smart shot by DeLon Wright. Get to your floater game. Get it before the defense can react.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that one.
Washington has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Passes it to Kuzma. And Wright kicks to Porzingis. Now Avdia can't connect from 14 feet out.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Harris looking it over. Shoots over Hachimura. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Kuzma against Harris. Kuzma outside. Here's Hachimura. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Well, you've got to have an ability to be agile in pick and rolls, and Hachimura showing as a roller, I'm a problem.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 7 points. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
It's right on the wing. Guarded by Simmons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year, 86% from the stripe.
And the first one at the line is good. So for the Wizards, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Rui Hachimura. Kisper comes in for Avdia. And Barton subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. And then for Brooklyn, Curry's checked in for Thomas. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Harris. And so Wright nails both of them. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. Far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
Here's Simmons. 7 points in the game. Pass to Sumner. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's Washington now. And here are the Wizards now. They're on a 15-6 run. Gafford finds Barton. Offline with his three. Brooklyn trailing. Claxton the pass to Simmons. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Curry. Porzingis with the block. Here's Kispert. And the dunk by Kispert.
What a pretty pass from DeLon Wright. This guy can play one or two, but that passing ability is important at either position.
Sumner passes to Watanabe. Curry looking it over. To the wing on the left. Here's Sumner. Off target with his three. Wizards leading by 3. Gafford kicks to Wright. Back to Gafford. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Gafford's got 6.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Here's Sumner, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Wizards.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
And he knocks down the first one. The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Wizards leading by 4. The pass to Kispert from outside the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The 3 from KD. Rebounded by Gafford. Now the Wizards with it. They're on a 19-7 run. And it's Kispert in the corner. Rebounded by the Nets. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Here's Curry with the 3. That one doesn't drop. And it's Washington the other way.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity. Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Sumner. Down low. Here's Claxton, headed by Porzingis. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Wizards with the lead. Barton in the corner. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Sumner.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
1:11 left in the third. Misses from short range. The kick out to Barton. Hands it from downtown. Barton's got the lead up to 7 out for Washington.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Pass to Durant. Here's Claxton, headed by Porzingis. Curry. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Barton passes to Gafford. He takes it in, and Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Sumner. Curry with it. Now guarded by Barton. Goes up on the high post. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Curry.
This guy doesn't need a whole lot of space, right? Seth Curry's so good at finding his window as a pick-and-roll basketball player.
The Wizards have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
He's off on the first. The Nets making a switch here. So he can't get either to fall.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
Just 5 to shoot. Goes back up. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Wizards out front. They lead by 3. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 3-point game. Brown and Hachimura up at the forward. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Gafford in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And the basket by Harris.
Joe Harris so good at keeping his composure in intense situations. Nice job playing through contact.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time. Now the pass to Hachimura. Oh, Beal in position. In transition, here come the Nets to take the lead. Rebounded by the Wizards. The 3. And Simmons with the rebound. The Nets shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And then Sharp with the dunk. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Here's Beal out to Kuzma. And the 3 off target. The Nets with the lead. Sharp, the pass to Simmons. Nets passing it around. He gets that one. Sharp's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Zingas, he's checked in for the Wizards. And a change for the Nets. Claxton's checked in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I was able to listen in on what Wes Unseld Jr. had to say to the team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Kuzma against Harris. Durant with a wide open look. It's not going to go for him. And the Wizards now going the other way. Here's Beal, and it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Guys, these big nights are becoming commonplace for Bradley Beal. Every night you know he's going to give you great productivity.
KD with it. Now Avdia defending. Durant down low. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Avdia, and finished off by Avdia.
Boy, smart decision from Kuzma right there. Skilled getting the basketball to his teammate.
The Nets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Pass to KD. Durant with another miss.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Here's Claxton. Now, here is O'Neal. The shot's good from Claxton. Claxton's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
And they're just doomed if they keep letting them post up like that.
You've got to deny the position to afford them no opportunity at making that entry pass into the post.
And the wide open shot from Avdia. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Nets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. For 3, Harris gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 3-point Nets lead.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Porzingis passes to Hachimura. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Boy, even with the contact, Rui Hachimura doesn't lose his touch or his concentration. So tough to distract this guy.
Durant with it. Now Avdia defending. The high post shot. Rebounded by the Wizards. Porzingis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Beal, and he uses the glass on the layup. And it's now 23 points for Bradley Beal.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harris outside. Back to Simmons. Out to Harris. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Beal's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Beyond the arc. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist from Beal. And the Wizards lead by 4.
That's about pre-shot preparation, the anticipation of the pass. Kuzma, easy work.
Back to Harris. They need this. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Here's Claxton. Shoots over Avdia. For 3, Harris. And the Nets, another 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Beal finds Kuzma. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Porzingis, and it's blocked. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Kuzma against Harris. Over in the corner, Avdia. A 3-pointer off the mark. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Simmons passes to Claxton. That shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Looking to end the run. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Hachimura.
This guy is too powerful and likes and relishes the opportunity to play through contact. Rui doing Rui-like things. Oh my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
And the burst of quickness on display with the Mobile One drive.
He's been a huge factor in this game, and drives like that show how valuable he is on the floor.
And Beal kicks to Kuzma. Good, it's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 4 assists in the game.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time. Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
To the inside. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis. That's 7 points for Porzingis.
Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis has got to get used to in the NBA. Teams try to get physical with this guy.
Here's Harris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Porzingis. That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Beal, the pass to Porzingis. Back to Beal. He kicks to Avdia. And a miss there on the triple.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Claxton right through the D for the layup. Washington trailing. To the left wing. Avdia, the pass to Porzingis. Now Avdia. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Fades and shoots. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Timeout called, the Nets. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Boy, much needed timeout. This guy's scoring at will, and they've had no answer.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Joe Harris. Claxton, the pass to O'Neal. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Kuzma with it. Dishes to Beal. Back to Kuzma. To the paint. Here's Hachimura. And he lays it straight in. And that's 18 points here for Rui Hachimura.
Rui Hachimura doesn't shy away from the pressure, and he delivers.
Timeout called, the Nets. And here is Simmons. Here's Durant. Lays it up and banks it in. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Here's Beal. It's sent back down by Simmons. Curry finds KD. Put that bucket in no time at all. Durant's got 26.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Bounce pass from Beal. It's sent back down by Simmons.
That is the long arms and defensive prowess of Ben Simmons on display.
Here's Durant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Now it's a 4-point Brooklyn lead. Down low. Avdia gets the bucket.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Here's KD. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Avdia, the pass to Hachimura. And that one is off. Some solid defense there from KD. Charity stripe shot. That's good on the jump shot. And that's now 30 points for KD.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Here's Beal. Brooklyn with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early. Passes it to O'Neal. And now they decide to foul intentionally. .44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards, trailing by 4. Here's Kuzma. Got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're up by 2. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. .29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Durant deciding where to go with it. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires top of the key. Good!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. 5 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
A 3 off the inbound. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And you see the composure of Hachimura, not feeling the pressure of the moment at all. Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Shoot two.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
In these clutch situations, Simmons is focused better than normal at the stripe.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They trailed by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player up. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.